Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2013. It's a Tuesday, and we'll be looking at the markets today, the U.S. markets mainly, and European markets are also of noteworthy, but I'll probably cover them tomorrow. Not a lot's changed. There's some sell signals showing up, so like that, but we might look at them tomorrow. We'll see. Right now, looking at the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The first thing to point out to you, of course, would be what I've mentioned before. Whether you look at this low point here, this one here, and this one here, you can see that you're trending down. If you look at this low point here to this low point here, you can see that you're trending down. And no matter how you look at it, you're trending down here. So that's important to take note of. Look at the high point here, and then the highest point here, you can see we're trending up. All right. Whenever you have a scenario like that where you have conflicting signals, you have a higher high and a lower low, the actual direction is sideways. That's the movement that's going on here. It's not a bullish market. It's not. I know a lot of people are saying it's a bull time to go high. Don't listen to that. It's just a sideways moving market, and this happens in various different scenarios. But whenever you've had a rally beforehand, which we have had this for many months now, to the upside, and then it starts to happen, it's actually a topping scenario because you move up, then you start to roll over, and that's what's developing. Or you could be consolidating, but that's a different market environment. Right now, you don't have the ability to drive yourself higher from a consolidation. So it's fine. You have too many things that are pressing against you, but we'll get to that later. That's all fundamental. The main thing here is to simply look at this chart and tell you that this is not a place that you want to be a buyer or be buying at. And so whenever I'm looking at this scenario to the upside, what I'm looking for is something to happen. I want to see something develop. A shooting star would look nice, and that would look like that today. So that's important to us. We've seen this before as well. Here, 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 here. Let's see here as well. Okay, that's why that when we wait for those, when we look for those, it's a good timing tool. You also notice you look at this high point here and this higher point here. You see this uptrend between those closes there, and then look at the same time period on the ultimate oscillator. High point here and lower high here, telling you bearish divergence. This is not to be trusted. You shouldn't be buying that, and that's of course what we've been telling you the whole time anyway. Another way to consider it is that whenever you have low points, they're going lower. Whether you look at this one here and then this one now, or the smaller trend here, whichever one you look at, you got to recognize what that's telling you. That is telling you that buyers are backing away. They are not interested in accumulating like they were in prior times. And when you see a rally that goes up here like this and momentum does the same thing, it's also indicating the same thing. Buyers are really not interested. If you actually go down and look at the volume, you can see the same thing we've been talking about. This has been indicated by the volume. You can see that the actual price activity for this rally here, you can see it's very, very, very weak, and the only real volume coming in is sell volume. So again, it's telling you the same thing. There's nothing here that you should be buying. You should be looking for sell opportunities, and that's what we're showing you today. Is there's a setup right here. You want to, of course, wait for confirmation, but this is one setup that will pay off very nicely in the near future. Quick glance now at the Dow Jones Transportation Average, or the TRAN. In this particular chart is really helpful whenever you're trying to read the Dow Jones Industrial Average, to look at the TRAN and see if you're getting confirmation. And of course you are. You can see that this you have. Let's get this tool out right here. This low point here and this lower low here. Whether you use the low point on the candlestick formation or the low close doesn't really matter. In this particular case, both of them will tell you the exact same thing. They're trending down. So you have lower series of lows from these 2 points here, and then you also have a high point here and a higher close here, and it's trending up. So again, this is not bullish. It's simply telling you sideways moving market activity. And after the previous rally we've had, sideways would translate to me as rolling over peaking. So again, it's important to take note of. And then again, we get the same confirmation here. High point here, lower high here. You can see we're still trending down here while price activity is going higher. Bearish divergences, they fall apart. They simply get erased. So again, nothing here to be interested in being a buyer of. I would be looking for this to be tested. One of the charts we haven't looked at in a while will be the Wilshire 4500 at the EMW, and this one again is the same basic overall story. A low point here, a lower low here, and that's important to note because you have a downtrend line, a high close here, higher close here. Again, what you have here is conflicting signals, tells you sideways moving market. Again, whenever you have a rally like this and you say, okay, we've taken out previous highs, well, that doesn't really mean a darn thing until you've tested this low. That means you have to, what's that called? Pullback. And when that pullback comes, a couple different things can happen. But if you pull back and you get a higher series of lows between this point here and this point here, then a bullish argument could be made, and a buy opportunity may be taken. That would make more sense. But if you come back down here when you test and you fall quickly right through all of it, then of course this is nothing more than a fake move to the upside before we actually do the real move, which is much lower. And at that point, this would become much more obvious to everybody else, and then this right here would become resistance, and you would go much, much lower. There are several other charts that I could show you today that are pointing to the same development, and it's important that you take note of them. I could, like I said, make a long video going over them, but I don't like to do that, so I'll just cover a couple today and a couple tomorrow and so forth and so on. But if you want to view my charts, they're updated nightly, short-term and long-term. You can go here to the Market Charts section under the Markets tab on the free website at perfectstockalert.com. Check them out whenever you like. Again, it's 100% free service, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. God bless. Take care. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.